our most anticipated board games for Origins 2022.
Thanks for joining us at Tantrum House Studio D. I'm Melissa Dubb.
And I'm Kevin Dubb. Today we are talking about board games at Origins Game Fair 2022. We really enjoy Origins. It's a nice family, laid-back con where we can play games and see games that are coming out for the summer. And we thought we'd share some of our favorites that are coming out that you can get available at the convention. And we thought also we'd include some that you can demo.
Right, get that sneak peek before they're available.
Let's get going. We thought we'd start off with one that we've already played, Tenpenny Parks. Now, this is from Thunderworks Games, and we've really enjoyed playing it. It's got a lot of things going for it. It's got one of my favorite artists, Vincent Dutray.
Yes.
It's got a cool theme. The worker placement's fun.
Yeah, so the theme is basically you're building up an amusement park, a theme park.
And then you like the tile placement.
True, yes. You have tile placement where you're trying to put them on your board, but they can't touch. So it's a little bit different than when you're trying to snug everything together. So you have to kind of switch your brain for the tiling.
If you want to see a playthrough of that, you can definitely check it out on our channel. But if you haven't checked out Tenpenny Parks, look for that at Origins Game Fair.
Oh, and while you're at the Thunderworks game booth, take a look and see if they have a new map pack for cartographers, because I think number 4 will be available at Origins. Our next pick is another game that we have played, and that is Foundations of Rome by Arcane Wonders.
I love this one.
This came out on Kickstarter and is just starting to deliver to backers. It's this huge three-dimensional city building game. Reminds me a little bit of Acquire, where you're trying to get lots and then build on them. But it's on this list because they're going to have a limited number of copies available. So less than 100 copies for the convention. So if you're interested in Foundations of Rome, you definitely want to go by the Arcane Wonders booth.
I like this game a lot because it has simple gameplay, but a lot of strategy to it. And it's by one of our friends, Emerson Matsuuchi, the designer of Foundations of Rome by Arcane Wonders. Our next one is Aldabas from Grand Gamers Guild. I think I'm saying that right.
Something like that.
This is a tableau building game. I enjoy tableau building games. It's very bright and colorful. It's all about placing doors in the right places in your tableau. I find that very intriguing. There's a lot of those ancient doors over in Europe, and I just like the looks of them. So I kind of felt that the theme was kind of a unique theme.
Right, and we have not played this
I have not played this one, so I'm definitely looking forward to trying out Aldabas from Grand Gamers Guild.
So this next one is actually an expansion. Well, 2 expansions.
Whoa, I guess that counts.
Yeah. This is for a game that made it on my top 10 list of last year, and that is Picture Perfect from Arcane Wonders.
Ooh.
And it has a little bit of a deduction aspect to it, where you're trying to figure out where to place the different people at a party to be able to take their picture, and they all have different wants and requirements.
The tension in the game definitely intrigues me.
Right, because you only get certain information, so then you're trying to decide, do I put this person that I don't know much about, but I know is going to help that? Really interesting, unique game, made it on my top 10 list. The expansions are Movie Stars and Pickpockets. So I'm interested to see how those expansions...
I bet you Movie Stars want to be in the front. Of the...
They want to hog all the glory, probably. And Pickpockets probably want to be in the back.
Yeah.
I don't know. We haven't played the expansions, but I have enjoyed the base game, Picture Perfect, from Arcane Wonders.
This next one is from Bezier Games. It's called Cat in a Box. I believe this might have been available in other places, but now Bezier, I believe, is bringing it to retail so that we can actually play the game called Cat in the Box. It's kind of a little cute little theme with this little cat. And the gameplay is what is interesting to me. It's a trick-taking game. I like trick-taking games. Yep. The cards, I believe, are all the same color. Like, everyone has the same color cards. And as you play the cards on the table, they become a color. Not, like, literally become a color, but there's this, like, board that has, like, the red, blue, yellow, green colors. And wherever the pawns are, they then determine what color that card will be. So I find that shifting colors for a trick-taking game, I find that very interesting. Looking forward to trying out Cat in the Box from Bezier. Our next one's a party game from 25th Century Games. It's called Green Team Wins. I actually played a prototype copy of this at Tantrum Con.
I was not part of that game. I was probably doing something else.
You're probably playing a heavier game.
Like Praga or something.
Green Team Wins is a party game where you're trying to write down an answer to a question that you think other people will also write down that same answer. So you're trying to sort of read the room and figure out what are other people going to write. So it's not necessarily writing down the correct answer or a funny answer. It's writing down an answer that you think everyone else is. And then if you get it right, the majority then becomes the green team.
Okay.
Then for the rest of the game, you want to stay on the green team. That's how you get points. If you ever answer a question incorrectly, then you get off the green team, you become the orange team, and you're not getting points. So you're always trying to get on the green team.
So you're always trying to be part of the majority.
Always trying to be part of the majority, and that's how you get points. Green team wins. I think this is going to be a pretty popular party game, so definitely check it out. Now, here's the one thing. It says that it's going to be there at Origins. I don't know if I have a limited release copies at Origins because it seems like the retail release is later in the summer.
Okay.
So
yeah, we're taking this information off of Board Game Geek, the website, and some companies are more explicit of whether they're going to have the game there. Mm-hmm. But we all know with shipping and other things that it's always a little toss-up whether things will be available.
Green Team Wins from 25th Century.
Okay, so this next one isn't necessarily a new game, but it's been a game that's been somewhat hard to find over here in the States, and that is Arc Nova from Capstone Games.
Yes, I've heard lots of good things about this one.
Yes, I believe it was at Essen this past year, and just the U.S. getting the copies here has been a little delayed. So if you are interested in Arc Nova, which is kind of on the hotness list right now, lots of people are talking about it, then you should have an opportunity to get it at Origins. I personally haven't played it yet. Some other people in Tantrum House have played it.
I think Psychic Larry actually owns a copy.
So hopefully I'll get a chance to play soon. It sounds like a game I would really enjoy. My one hesitation is it's a longer game, like a 3 to 4 hour type game. But I've heard it compared to Terraforming Mars and Underwater Cities. Some tableau building aspects to it. So I'm really interested in Arc Nova, and I hope I get a chance to play it soon.
I'm a big fan of worker placement games. This next one's a worker placement game called Dom Pierre from R&R Games. You're in charge of like a champagne business and you're trying to grow your business. I like games where you're trying to like grow your product and get better and better. Worker placement games sort of work in that sort of genre, work well with that sort of like mechanic. The interesting thing in this game, Dom Pierre, is that there's some way that your actions are becoming more and more powerful in the game. And I like that in a game where it's not like the same, I just go there and get 2 resources. It appears from what I was reading about Dom Pierre is that your actions become more and more powerful throughout the game. So it progresses. I like that. It's and I'm looking forward to seeing Dom Pierre from R&R Games.
So our last game on the available games list is Akropolis from Gigamic. Now I think they might be sharing a booth with Hachette, or maybe they're kind of under that umbrella. So you'll want to look for that to try to find the game. Now, this is a city building tile laying game, and I do love tile laying games. So I was interested in seeing more about it.
The tiles aren't square or polyomino. They look like hexagons or something, and some of them look like they're already combined together.
Yeah, like there might be 3 or 4 kind of in a shape that you're trying to build.
Yeah, the city building, I like that, so.
Yeah, and there's a 3-dimensional aspect as well where you can place tiles on top of each other. So it sounds like it's going to be a very spatial pattern building type game. So definitely interested in seeing how that works and how it all comes together. And that is Akropolis from Gigamic.
So our last section here is games that you can demo at Origins Game Fair, and we have 5 of them that we found interesting. The first one we've already actually played.
Yes. So number 5,
sure,
I guess, is Castles of Mad King Ludwig, the Collector's Edition. This was on Kickstarter, and hopefully will be fulfilling soon.
Yeah.
But they're going to have copies of it available to demo. It comes with a Towers expansion, so a new expansion to the game. And I assume that they will have at least one copy of the Colossal
just to play it. Yeah, if you're there, you just need to play it.
So the Collector's Edition basically upgraded the art on the tiles. It's beautiful, added in all of the expansions plus the new one, and then they also had the Colossal version, which instead of the tiles being this big, they're like this big. Yeah. They are huge. We actually have a playthrough of the Colossal version on our channel, but Castles of Mad King Ludwig is one of my all-time favorite games, and I definitely love it with the new art.
In the number 4 spot for games that you can demo at Origins is called Castles by the Sea. This is from Brotherwise Games. This is an abstract strategy game where you're actually placing like 3-dimensional blocks around this sort of like sandcastle theme. I like the theme. Sandcastles by Sea sounds very interesting to me. I like spatial 3-dimensional games. I've heard as I was reading about it that it has some similarities to Santorini.
Okay.
So maybe very simple in the mechanics, but heavy on the strategy, which I like as well. So that's Castles by the Sea.
So number 3 is a game from Kids Table Board Gaming, and it is set in the same universe as Creature Comforts.
Okay.
So they're woodland, animal-themed universe, super cute. This one is called Maple Valley, and it's a hand management set collection game. Plays in about 45 minutes,
pretty fast,
it says on BGG. Now, it's not available yet. That's why it's for demo. I don't know if it's going to be going to crowdfunding or how they're going to release this game. They've just recently told us about it.
Okay.
So this is going to be like a first look for demos. But if you've fallen in love with the whole world of Creature Comforts, with those anthropomorphic animals that are super adorable,
so cute,
then you might want to check out Maple Valley from Kids Table Board Gaming.
In the number 2 spot, we're sticking with the animal theme. Boop is the name of the game. B-O-O-P.
Like
boop. Yeah, boop. This is all the themes about cats on a bed. It's a 2-player only game.
Okay.
So the whole object of the game, I think, is to get more of your cats on the bed. And the I saw some pictures, the actual like components. It looks like it's a little bed.
Okay.
Little cute little cats that you're booping on the bed.
So they actually like bounce off, or maybe not really bounce off,
no.
but okay. And this is from Smirkin.
Smirkin Laughter, Smirkin Dagger,
Okay.
the same company. So definitely, if that sounds interesting, cute little theme. If you like 2-player games, then check out Boop from Smirkin Laughter.
So our number 1 game to demo at Origins is Amygdala from Game Brewer.
Cool.
This is an abstract strategy game from Kramer and Kiesling, or Kiesling and Kramer, whichever way you want to do that duo of designers, and they've done lots of really popular games. So this is kind of set in your brain.
Yeah, amygdala.
Abstract strategy, so you're trying to put pieces down and make connections.
Okay.
This is actually going to be on GameFound shortly after Origins.
Okay.
So this gives you an opportunity to demo the game before having to pledge and decide if you want to purchase it. So if it's something that sounds similar, if it's something that sounds interesting to you, then this is a great opportunity to try before you buy. There's also, Game Brewer is going to have lots of games for demo. So Palaces of Carrera, several games that are not quite available yet, either coming to the market or have already been on crowdfunding and haven't released yet. So lots of different games at the Game Brewer booth where you can demo some of their upcoming games.
So we talked about a lot of games.
Yeah.
We talked about 9 games that we believe will be available that you can actually purchase, and then 5 that you can demo. We'd love to know in the comments, did any of those pique your interest? Let us know in the comments below, or maybe we missed one.
Yeah, if you're going to Origins and you've been doing some research, what are the top games that you're interested in seeing at Origins this year, 2022?
2022. Let us know in the comments below. And as always, please like and subscribe and spread the love of board gaming.